Hello people, Man on the Edge back again with another video. I've not got many CDs this time to show you, it's all other kind of stuff, all Iron Maiden related though. Let's get into it. Got this magazine here. Oh, before I start actually, I've had a bad month this month, Iron Maiden wise, collecting stuff. I ordered about 20 items from eBay and about 5 of them didn't turn up. So, very frustrating especially because one of them was a very rare, well I say very rare, it's not something you see often, and I'm not 100% sure that I'll ever get a chance to buy it again. I won an auction, competed with 17 other bidders, won this rare bootleg DVD called Give Me Head Till I'm Dead. So it's a show I've already got. It's Camden, New Jersey 2003. It's on the Killed by Death DVD that's in one of my other videos. This is just a different bootleg label with a different cover, but I wanted to get it and I won the auction, outbid everyone else. It was very competitive. The seller left me feedback as soon as I'd paid. It was marked as dispatched a couple of days later. I was looking forward to receiving it. It never arrived, and when I reported it as not arriving and I stated that I don't want a refund, I just want the item, the seller just immediately gave me a refund without any kind of explanation or apology or anything. So I'm not sure what happened there. He really let me down. You know, he had good feedback, so I don't know what the problem was. I'm guessing that the auction didn't end at the price that he was happy with, so he just thought, you know, sod it. Basically it's worth about maybe £40 the DVD, and it went for the auction ended at 20, but that's not my problem. It's not my fault. If he wanted more than £20, he should have started the auction at £20 and see, you know, how high it went. The fact is, it went on an auction and £20 was the value it went for. There was 17 bidders, so anyway, that's just really bothered me this month. And then I had the same thing with a wall clock that didn't arrive. A couple of magazines, and I can't remember what the other thing was. But basically, yeah, I've just been messed about this month with sellers. So yeah. Anyway, enough of the negativity. Let's try and stay positive. There's enough depressing crap going on in the world without me bringing you down with my rant. Anyway. Kerrang magazine from 2008. It's not from the Somewhere in Time period, even though it uses obviously the artwork from that album. It's an article about the South American tour. If I can find it, I'll show you. I never used to buy Kerrang magazine back in the day. I was more into like the Mojo magazine and Q, because they had a more varied. You know, they covered all the different types of music, whereas I wasn't just into heavy rock and metal then. I was into things like, you know, Neil Young and the Stones, and whereas now I'm just into heavy stuff really. So yeah, I never used to buy Kerrang back in the day, but if there was a lot of Iron Maiden stuff, I'll try and maybe get some of the old issues if I can get them cheap enough. Unfortunately though, anything with Iron Maiden on it seems to drive the price up, unfortunately. I should have picked a cheaper hobby. So yeah, that's that one anyway. Now this one's really cool. This is from 1998, the Virtual 11 period. Obviously there's the album artwork and the band there. This magazine, Hard Rocks, I'd never heard of this at all. I don't know if it was, you know, short-lived or what the deal is, but that's that. I've not read these yet. These, pretty much all this stuff arrived within the space of like a week, so I haven't really had the opportunity to look at it all. This is a strange one. This is I ordered 2 comics, but I only ordered it for this. It was a Frankenstein comic that had this with it as well. And it's not a proper issue of the Iron Maiden Legacy of the Beast comic. It's like a promotional preview type thing, but it doesn't say that on it anywhere. It's strange because it's a slightly different size comic as well. It's a bit wider than the ones that were on general release, so it's a bit puzzling what this is. If anyone knows, could you please leave a comment and let me know and put me out of my misery. It's only quite thin. It's only maybe, I'd say, less than half the width of the, well, not width, it's got half as many pages as the proper comics. So yeah, it's a bit strange, but it didn't cost me much. I mean, the only reason I bought that was because it was £2 for that with the Frankenstein comic. So I just thought, £2, it's worth a shot. I don't know how the seller made any profit, because it must have cost them at least £2 to send it with this and the other comic, so who knows what's going on there. But anyway, this is one of the proper comics then, now this one. This cover is obviously inspired by Bloodsport. I don't know if anyone's seen that. It's got, that pose is what was on the cover of the VHS tape that I used to have back in the day, with Van Damme on the front. So I'm pretty sure this artist was inspired by the old Bloodsport movie, and interestingly, the Bloodsport movie inspired Mortal Kombat and the video game, and that background logo there reminds me of the Mortal Kombat logo. The colours are identical, and Mortal Kombat used a character called Johnny Cage, which was a rip-off of Van Damme from the Bloodsport movie, so it all kind of ties in together. It's pretty interesting. So yeah, that's that. I mean, three of my favourite things right there is Iron Maiden, Mortal Kombat and Bloodsport. Those three things are, things I'm very familiar with. When I was a kid, I used to love Bloodsport. I watched it a million times, and Mortal Kombat was just the coolest thing I'd ever seen at that time. It was a really violent video game, and when you're like 12 years old, that's just amazing. So anyway, a couple of more Iron Maiden comics here. They're all in the same sleeve. I'm going to try and get all these, if I can get them, cheap enough. I don't know how many of them there are, but the artwork's really good on them, and I do like comics. I always used to enjoy reading comics when I was a kid. I was always into 2000 AD and all that type of stuff. This one is it's the trade paperback. This was brand new. It's like a compilation, like an omnibus type thing with all the, like a compilation of different issues all combined together. And that was a good price as well, only like £4. One thing I have noticed while ordering these comics is that I don't know if it's a trait among comic collectors, but they really look after their comics. I mean, that's the only brand new one that arrived, and they've all the others, the ones that are second hand, they've all arrived in immaculate condition without even any creases or anything. So I don't know if that's a common theme amongst comic collectors, but these are really, really cool. I'm impressed with them. So yeah, so that's that one. And then the last of the comics is this one. I don't know if they're all different thicknesses, these, because that one's really quite thick, and that one seems quite thin. It's got a board behind it, like a piece of cardboard. So I don't quite know. I don't know what the deal is. Next up, paperback book, a biography with obviously Steve Harris on the front. I've not read this yet, so I don't know how good it is. But anything with Maiden interests me, and there's a good picture of Eddie on the back from the Fear of the Dark Live CD single. It's pretty cool. And another paperback biography. This one's a lot bigger, obviously. 30 Years of the Beast. I really need to get myself some glasses before I even attempt to read the text inside these books. I need to invest in some glasses, or I won't wear contact lenses, and I won't let them laser my eyeballs, so I don't know, I'm going to have to get some spectacles, I think. Now we come to the last stuff. Actually, well, no, it's not the last stuff, actually, there's some more, I'm mistaken. Anyway, Iron Maiden 12 Wasted Years. This is the bootleg Brazilian DVD version. It's ripped from an old VHS that was officially released back in like 88, I think. Obviously, 12 Wasted Years, so it'd be, yeah, 76 to 88, 12. So it's really good though. It's factory press disc. Really cool footage on the. It's kind of a documentary. It's got a lot of backstage stuff. It's not too long. It's about maybe an hour. I didn't watch all of it when it arrived. I put it on just to check that the DVD worked fine, because I wasn't sure if it was region free or what, because it was coming from Brazil. So yeah, that's that. Paid about, I think, £10–11 for that, I think. And the same seller sold me this one, which is probably, when I watched this, it's one of my favourite Iron Maiden DVDs. I was really, I enjoyed watching it. It was entertaining. It was really good gig, good picture quality, good sound, really cool cover artwork as well. And again, it's a factory press disc. I think it's from Japan, this one. I think it was made in Japan. Really cool picture of Eddie on the back there. There's a moment in that show where Bruce is sat on like a little, I don't know what it is, it's like a cart. Like maybe like a cart, like a trolley that they have the cameras on the stage. And it's got on it's on, like rails. And there's just this really random, bizarre, funny moment during the show where Bruce is just sat on this little trolley thing rolling across the stage. It's bizarre during the guitar solo. It was quite amusing. This is another DVD. This is the Iron Maiden story, 2 discs. One of those unofficial biography type deals, but it's got a lot of interview clips with Paul Di'Anno, so it's not just a bunch of journalists or whatever. It's actually ex-members of the band, at least. So yeah, that's that one. Pretty cool. This one, Playing with Madness. This is an interview CD. It's from '91. Obviously unofficial. And I've not listened to it yet, so I don't know how good the interview is, or if it's just with one band member, or if it's the whole group, or what the deal is. So that's that. I'd never even heard of that one. I didn't even know it was. It never existed. I'd never heard of it before. And then the last CD is this one, Maximum Maiden. There's a bunch of these out. You can get these for all bands and artists. It was only cheap. That's why I bought it. It was about £2. It's got a poster inside. Well, it's like a small poster. And you can see there the things that it covers. I'm interested to listen to the part about the X Factor on here. I don't know if it's interview clips with the group. I used to have one of these called, I think it was Oasis, Maximum Oasis. So, and I can't remember if it was interview clips or what it was. I can't remember. I'm going to have a listen to it and have a see. Now that's that stack. Now these last few things, I'll show you. It's a key ring here. It's only cheap. It's from Seventh Son era show at Irving Meadows Amphitheatre. Got a cool picture there. The seller had a few of these, all different designs, but this was the one that I thought looked the best. So yeah, that's that. And I bought that, it wasn't just because it was Maiden, I actually need a keyring because I lost one of my spare keys recently when I was out and about, and I thought if I buy a large keyring or a few of them, it will obviously, if it falls, I'll hear it and I'll notice the weight difference in my pocket or whatever. So yeah, and then these last couple of things are, I'll show you these in a second. I'll just, like I said in the last video, I'm going to be decorating, well, I say decorating, I'm going to be converting this room into like an Iron Maiden shrine. I'm not just going to do this room, I'm going to do my bedroom as well, but I'm not going to have it the same way. In the bedroom I'm going to have flags all over the wall, going to completely cover the wall in flags like this, huge banners. It's a Book of Souls one. It's so big I can't even get it into the frame. That one's huge, that Book of Souls one. So yeah, that's that one. Brand new, both of these. And this is a Virtual 11 one that came from Germany. It's arrived today. I'm going to have to iron those creases out. And I'm going to have to also put some grommets in there, you know, the little ring holes, because I don't want them getting frayed or anything like that. I want to hang these properly. So yeah, that's that, Virtual 11. That's everything. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.